What's going on, my little mad cow loving motherfuckers? Alright, let me give you probably gonna give you a couple mad cows. I'm gonna give you the world of mad cow. Yeah, it's just the world of him, so you have to understand. Alright, I met mad cow at a young age. So while his goal was to become, get his license and be making trades, my thing was in spotting events played and researching actual information. So me and this motherfucker together were raised by the same cat. I was fucked up in the head. Mad cow was fucked up. Mike Cow's still fucked up in the head. But he's anyway, let me show you how fucked up in the head he was. There was a potential client in Los Angeles. She was let me choose my words carefully. Fucking ramifications might come back. She inherited money from it was her father, big Hollywood guy in the days. So she had all this money, and obviously the way it works out, after many phone calls, sure, no problem. I'll see you so we could discuss potential investments. So Mike tells me, listen, let's go out to Los Angeles. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So we fly out there, whatever. We get there. We land airport, whatever. We drive to this fucking place. It's up in the canyons up there in LA. Lower Canyon, once you get to the top, you drive down. It's I guess between 8,000 Sunset. On the other side, Studio City, there's the peak there. Those homes up there. Anyway, you got, for those people in LA, please understand. You guys get in the picture. So me and Matt Cow would go up there. We took the fucking flight. Fucking long flight. Got the rental car. Drove the fuck away. Had to survive Los Angeles drivers. You motherfuckers don't know how to drive. I'm just saying. So Matt Cow's telling me this is a fucking important thing. She has a giant amount of money. So whatever. So I'm there with him, just keeping him company. It's not my deal. So we get to the house, and we'll get to the house. Her assistant, she comes over. She tells us, I'm gonna alter her name, okay? Because I have to do this. Let's just say her name is Linda, okay? So anyway, she says, Miss Linda, she can't see you. She's devastated right now. And we're like, what? Matt was devastated. He's like, no, but we flew here. I don't understand, whatever. What happened was, Miss Linda went to walk her little dog named Charmin. It was like a little puffy type dog. I saw pictures, trust me. Fucking dog was like a little puff ball of cotton. So anyway, went to walk it in the morning the way a lot of wealthy people do in Los Angeles. And going for the little bit of walk, fucking Coyote came out, grabbed that motherfucking Charmin and fucking took it away to the gates of hell. I'm not laughing at that, but I'm laughing that this is a situation we're in for Matt Cow's big deal. This was the beginning of his big deals. So he's fucking enraged, but he doesn't let it come out. Oh my God, that's horrible. I can't believe that happened. So I'm looking at Matt Cow like, normally I know this motherfucker, he would be like, so who the fuck told her to walk the fucking dog? Do you know I fucking flew all the way here? So anyway, he tells the assistant there, where did it happen? And she's like, oh my God, it was horrible. Right outside the property, to the left, like 3 cars down. So Matt Cow's like, oh my God, no problem, over schedule. Over schedule. I was like, no, we're not, motherfucker. I'm going back to New York. Probably one night, a couple of drinks or something. I don't know, chase a blonde. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Charles Manson was up in these fucking hills, and I'm like the only Puerto Rican there. Not Lombardo. Oh, a second. Hydration time. No joke, me and fucking Mac, we walk outside, because the car's outside. And I'm like, so what do you want to do? What I want to do, we gotta find a supermarket. Fuck. No, it's not Lombardo. You ever have like granola and that shit gets stuck in your throat? I should go get a fucking Lombardo test, a Delta test, have some granola before I be coughing everybody. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker got the monkey. Anyway, I was walking to the car, he says, no, we gotta find a supermarket. What the fuck we need a supermarket for? You get on the fucking plane. He's like, no, I got a plan. That's when shit started to get fucked up. I got a plan. I'm like, what plan do you got? Well, that motherfucker's out here somewhere. We're gonna get that motherfucker. We're gonna get that motherfucker and we're gonna take care of him. I'm like, who the fuck are we talking about? Who are we gonna take care of him? Like, the fuck, who did something to us? That's when this motherfucker said, that fucking Coyote, he got a price on his fucking head today. So I was like, I was laughing. I'm like, you're actually gonna kill the fucking Coyote? He's like, yep, and I'm gonna bring that motherfucker to this fucking house and say, I avenge Charmin. At first it sounded crazy, but since I was jet lagged and I didn't give a fuck, I was like, fuck it, let's do it. So I knew this shit was never gonna work. It was never going to work in a million years. But he did. So we got in the car. We went back down the mountain, the canyon, or what the fuck they call it. And we went to a Ralph's supermarket. Was it a Ralph? Yeah, it was. I know it was a Ralph's supermarket. So, fuck, where was that Ralph's supermarket? I thought it was in Hollywood. So we went there. You gotta understand. This motherfucker is big like me. We go to the fucking supermarket. He buys 4 packs of hamburger meat. Okay? 4 packs of hamburger meat. Nothing else. Then when we get to the car, I'm like, what are you gonna do with the hamburger meat? You gonna fucking cook them a meal? He said, no, hold on a second. We gotta go to a sporting goods store. So we went to, was it 5? I don't know what the fuck the name of that place was. Big K5, I don't know, something like that. It was a sporting place off on La Cienega. Went into this thing. He's like, well, where are the baseball bats? I was like, what the fuck? So he fucking, no joke, he buys 2 baseball bats. So now the trunk of our rent-a-car has hamburger meat, plastic bags, and fucking 2 baseball bats. And we're driving through fucking Los Angeles, heading up to the hills. If we got pulled over, would have been in San Quentin, no bail, nothing. How do you explain raw hamburger meat, 2 baseball bats, and black garbage bags, like big ones, like the kind that fucking, Mexican people use, like the fucking lawns and stuff? No, I'm not being racist, but they do the best fucking lawns ever. It's the truth. Imagine Puerto Rican doing a lawn. Fuck this tree. Anyway, so we go up to Laurel Canyon, hang a left, and we park like 2 nefarious motherfuckers with 2 baseball bats, hamburger meat, and garbage bags. Backwoods. So it's towards the afternoon. So I'm in the car. So once it gets to a certain time in the afternoon, he says, okay, let's do what we gotta do. I'm like, what the fuck we gotta do? You gotta lay out the trap. No joke. This motherfucker gets the hamburger meat. He puts it in the scene of the crime, because we know exactly where it happened. He puts the hamburger meat there. And when he puts the hamburger meat there, he basically moves the car over. Like literally, like we're like on a stakeout. And he's saying, this fucking coyote comes out, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this fucking coyote. So now the baseball bats are in the front seat of the car. The hamburger meat's in the street. The black garbage bag's in the trunk. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, look, before we fuck this animal up, and I'm all down for it because, snatch Charmin up, so fuck. Might be a couple of bucks in it for me. But I tell him, why the fuck is this important? He's like, dude, this chick is loaded. her father like left the entire fucking estate, and like half of the estate was in like an illegal battle with the movies, whatever, for a long time, and they just won. She just won. So all this money just landed on her. Like money she never even knew of. Like royalties and shit. So she's banked up, and Matt Kahn wanted that book of business because he was building his book of business. That's why we flew out there. I thought it was X amount of money. No, it was big money. So I see that motherfucker, man. He's holding that bat on the side. He's like, second that motherfucker comes out, I'm gonna crack his fucking head. I'm gonna beat it the fuck up. Okay, that was the plan. 1 hour later, I'm fucking unconscious. Any fucking cop driving by would have seen us and seen the baseball bats inside and the hamburger meat and in the trunk of the car garbage bag. We would have been fucked up. We'd have been terminated. They would have vanquished us. With New York ID, it looked like we were there to collect on something. I never even thought about that, about the New York IDs. I just thought about it now. Anyway, that's fucked up. Anyway, I know you're watching this story, so I'm breaking it down. About an hour later, because it gets cool up there, I was having the best sleep of my life. I was just fucking sleeping. I was holding on to my seatbelt. I was out. All of a sudden, he starts shaking me. I'm like, wow, where the fuck am I? Waking up in a car with this motherfucker. And we're like in a canyon. There's like a fog coming in. That's not for me. There's like a fucking fog rolling into the neighborhood. It starts looking like a creepy horror movie. I don't know what it is in Los Angeles, but like there's like a layer of clouds that come in the canyons. So all of a sudden it's like floating right in front of us. And I'm like, this shit is fucking strange. But anyway, I was like, what the fuck? He goes, look. It's like we're fucking like hunting the predator. There he is. Sure enough, I look and there's this motherfucking like, it wasn't even like gray. It was like a light cinnamon brown, gray, really crazy looking motherfucking dog. And I'm like, oh shit, that's a coyote. So all of a sudden, all I had to say was, that's a coyote. The light in the car, you know, when you open the door, the light just came on. Before I could even go, wait a minute. This motherfucker jumped out of nowhere. Went to that fucking dog when he wasn't even looking. Well, it wasn't a dog, it was a coyote, whatever. He fucking started going to work on that fucking coyote, like, boom, boom, bing, bing, fucking kicking it and cursing. I don't even know where the anger came from, but he's cursing. You motherfucker, you fucking owe me, you wanna fuck around. Macca had no idea. We're not back in New York. He's not in Brooklyn. These fucking, you know, these fucking Jehovah's Witness fucking Christians, they have no idea. They never seen motherfuckers like us before. And this motherfucker, from the distance, if you look at it, it looks like he's beating up a dog. People are screaming, leave that dog alone, I'm calling the police. He don't give a fuck. He was hitting that fucking coyote so hard that the sound of the bat hitting the pavement was going ding, ding, ding. So all of a sudden, once that motherfucker is through, and the whole neighborhood's fucking like, you can imagine a motherfucker in a suit with no tie. His tie is around the rear view of the car. He's beating the fuck out of this fucking creature, this coyote assassin. He's beating it and cursing it and kicking it and stomping it, going fucking nuts. He screams, "Oh, bring the garbage bags." And let me tell you something. I'm sure everybody in that neighborhood, their assholes tightened up like that when they heard that one. And me, like a little fucking transmit for that, I go to the back and I get the garbage bag. And I'm walking over with this big garbage bag. As I get closer, he tells me, hold on. He fucking hits it again just to make sure. So I'm like, okay, how do we put this motherfucker in? He's like, all right, I'm going to pick him up by the fucking tail. Just hold the bag. Let me tell you something. The most scariest shit besides that old lady reaching for my hand was when he was putting that motherfucker down like that. That fucking head came to life. and I fucking machine gunned that fucking head. I dropped the bag. That shit tried to snap at us. So it was playing like half a transmit for that, like it was dead. But at the end of the day, that motherfucker tried to take me out. That little gargoyle would have fucking bit me. I fucking punched him in the head. So now, picture this if you're looking at around like a, because it's like a suburban community, if you would, up in the canyons. They see me punching this fucking dog in the head while he's holding, hit him! Hit this motherfucker! Fucking back up, stick the tail. He fucking just doing it. He's fucking, you're never gonna bite again. Let me tell you something. We put this fucking dog in the garbage bag. The floor between hamburger meat and coyote DNA looked crazy. It looked like somebody killed the fucking giraffe. Anyway. Fucking LAPD starts rolling up like whoop, 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 like everybody. I swear it was like, holy shit, we're going to fucking prison. Let me tell you something. The fog is going. The fucking street is a nightmare. If you look at the floor, that alone could get your ass arrested. So the cops come up, and this one cop just came over. It's a big black cop too. What the fuck you do? Drop everything. No joke. You know what? We dropped the coyote. Coyote's in the back. The fuck is one of these things. Cops looking at us. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's just cursing at us. And I'm like, I wonder how LA prisons are, because I mean, like, okay, I'm going there. Fucking mad cop just turns around and he says, I fucking stopped this fucking coyote. It started killing dogs in the neighborhood. It almost took this lady out right over here. No joke. He turned around and he said, that lady's a friend of mine, and it snatched her dog today. And there's more cop cars coming. Like, not like New York, like LAPD, you guys have a lot of cop cars. And when that helicopter started coming, I was like, oh shit, I never had a helicopter come for me in my life. But sure enough, I was like, this is fucking wild. I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm about to call my Yoda in New York. Listen, help. I wish I had fucking the chance to call him. Anyway, hydration. My God just says, let me just call my friend and she'll tell you everything. And he drops her name. And those cops, they know who lived up there. So all of a sudden, he said, wait right here. They didn't let us go nowhere. We're like a free spec pose. Fucking coyotes on the flat. The bag is fucking moving in the floor. And I'm telling the cop, listen, not for nothing, but this one guy's telling me, shut the fuck up. You don't fucking talk. I'm like, I don't fucking no problem with the fucking coyotes in the ground like that. But you wanted an explanation. So sure enough, they go to the lady's house. It's not a house, it's a fucking mansion. And this lady comes out. And she's like, I don't understand what's going on. Why am I being asked to come outside? Fucking Mac says, I got him. I got the one that killed Charmin. Like, he's talking, cops telling him to shut up, and they're like pulling him back. She's like, oh my God, you did? And he's like, yeah, he's never gonna do that again. No joke. We stood about an hour by those police cars, and the lady was talking and everything, and then all of a sudden, this fucking guy showed up out of nowhere. This guy looked like he was at home resting and like just came there like in a sweatsuit. Like an older guy, whatever. He said a couple of things. He pointed at me and the cow. And all of a sudden, those fucking handcuffs came off. I was like, holy shit. This is fucking magic. I'm not going to prison. And he came over. And he just said, you know, my client wants to thank you for what you did. Do me a favor. Call up tomorrow morning. And we'll have a talk. So the cars start leaving. All the cop cars were already gone. So it was no problem. So all of a sudden, we're just there with the fucking dogs in the back. Well, what do we do with the dog? What do we do with the dog? The coyote? The fuck we're gonna do? Can't take him back to the hotel. So we open up the trunk and threw that motherfucker in. Went driving down Laurel Canyon a little bit. We pulled over in this little crest there. We grabbed that fucking thing. 1, 2. Threw that fucking dog into Laurel Canyon. Bye-bye, motherfucker. You'll never take another fucking dog again. We stood in the hotel that night, fucking got drunk, started dying laughing, telling people at the hotel how we fucked up a coyote up in the hill. Nobody believed us at all, so I was like, fuck it, whatever. You want some more garbage bags? Still got the bats in the fucking trunk. Next day, had the meeting. It was a good meeting for him. It was good money for him. And she was a sweetheart. You did this for me. I was like, no, he did that for him. He fucked that dog up. And the funny thing was he was holding in the fucking dog trying to go like half a snap at me. And me being I'm reactionary. I hit him with fucking 2 and 1 over. I was like, I fucking freaked me out, man. I looked like a fucking monster movie. So anyway, that was my first trip to Los Angeles. That was with Mad Cow. That's how he secured his West Coast. He did a lot of money management for old Hollywood. So, you know, after she came in, phone calls. Oh my God, you stopped the coyote that killed Sharman. He's like, yes, I did. I hate coyotes. That's it, motherfucker. You outed. You fucking coyote killer. I didn't kill the coyote. I fucked him up, but I didn't kill the coyote. That fucking that throw off of Laurel Canyon, that shit. But we saw that fucking bag go like that. I was like, oh shit. And I don't want to get the fucking animal haters, the people that what is it? Who gives a fuck? We fucked that dog up. Anyway, there's your Mad Cow story. If I stay up a little bit, I'll say more. If not, I'll say it tomorrow. So yeah, I fucked up, man. I could have gone bye-bye for a long time in Los Angeles. If that fucking guy in the tracksuit didn't show up, we were going deep. We were going to disappear. Because in LA, let me tell you something. In that area, I've never seen so many police cars in my life. Like when they were chasing OJ, there wasn't even there was more police cars up there when they were chasing OJ. So, we fucked up big time. I told Mike, we fucked up big time. He said, no, relax. Relax. I'm still trying to kick the fucking dog to the side because he was the. Good night, motherfucker. Ow!